The problem that chemical engineering had early was nobody knew what it was. The earliest programs, MIT's was the very first in 1888, essentially cobbled together a bunch of existing courses that they already had on the books, and they called it chemical engineering. And typically it consisted of some basic chemistry courses, some industrial chemistry courses like paper-making chemistry, sugar chemistry, glass chemistry, and a bunch of courses selected from existing engineering holdings, some mechanical engineering courses in thermodynamics, maybe a civil engineering course in structures because chemical plants can have big structures, maybe a mining engineering course in mineral processing. And they figured, okay, that's the best we can do. And there was a general feeling that basically chemical engineering didn't exist. It was just a hybrid, made-up profession. As one early student said, chemical engineering is anything under the sun just as long as it brings in the mun. And it was sort of a reflection that nobody knew what it was. And if you looked at the chemical engineering programs across the country, and there were 25 or 30 by the early 19-teens, there was practically nothing in common. If you looked at the chemical engineering course at LSU, heavy emphasis on sugar chemistry. If you looked at the one at MIT, a little broader, but would have some textile chemistry mixed in that you wouldn't find in the program at Wisconsin, which had a heavy electrochemical orientation. There was just no agreement on what it took to train a chemical engineer, to breed that next generation. And that situation existed on up until the middle of the 1910s. There was no really accepted definition of what chemical engineering was, how to justify it intellectually, what made it different from mechanical engineering or chemistry. It was just sort of an artificial hybrid construction put together by this time, 25 or 30 colleges that claimed to be providing chemical engineers.